Ah, it's finally vacation. But when you have been walking all day, what can you play on your Nintendo Switch to relax? Good thing you found this video. These video games take tons of hours to beat, including lots of side quests, and are different enough to not get boring. Some of these games can be played on a Steam Deck, but this video is mostly focusing on games to play on Nintendo Switch. This is 8 Nintendo Switch games to play on vacation. Let's start with number 1. Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. This game has platforming that's challenging without being frustrating, cute pixel art and a really charming world, and 4 stories with lots of humor. Everything you want in a handheld adventure.
That's what I'm saying.
I already have this game on my PC, but I bought it again because I wanted to see what the experience would be like on Nintendo Switch. But when I started playing it, it was so addicting, I couldn't put it down. Plus even has a mini card game that feels like Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh! It took me about 5 hours just to beat that. It even has a secret final boss, so it's not a waste of time if you think that. I have even bought the soundtrack because it sounds so freaking good. Great job Jay Kaufman and Manamai Matsumi. I beg you to play this game at some point. I haven't found any other game like it. It's available pretty much on every console and handheld. If you are enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you are being generous, why not hit the subscribe button? If you want more of this kind of content, tell me in the comments what your favorite Nintendo game is to play when you want to relax. Number 2. Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. I didn't really enjoy this game at first, but when I understood how the game worked, I got really hooked. I mostly enjoyed this game because it has awesome combat, story, and lots of side missions and secret bosses. Especially when you have beaten the game, the secret bosses will definitely give you a challenge. One of the most epic moments in all of video gaming, in my opinion. The combat feels like a MMO and Diablo because of all the random loot you can get. The graphics are beautiful, even though this is a remaster of a PlayStation 2 game. Remember to play the game as Balthier. He has some of the greatest dialogue of all Final Fantasy games. Put off some funny jokes. But I think I have spoken enough. Go play it now. Number 3. Borderlands 3 Ultimate Edition Switch. Of course, this game had to be in this video because this game is one of my top 10 games of all time, and that is simply because it has 189 side quests like Moxie's Heist of the Handsome, Jackpot, Bounty of Blood and Designer's Cut, including the main story mode plus 4-player multiplayer online. You can play the game with 4 different characters with different abilities and skills, plus different difficulty modes. Easy, normal and mayhem mode, the Vault Hunter mode, competition and cooperation mode. The main story is not something to write home about. Don't play this game if you expect a masterpiece story. I actually think the side quests are better written, but I don't really play this game for a story anyway. The stories are still better written than Destiny 2 stories. Let me talk about the frame rate compared to PlayStation and Xbox. The frame rate on the Nintendo Switch varies depending on the mode. On dock mode, the game often runs at a frame rate between 45 to 60 FPS, with many reports indicating it can reach close to 60 FPS consistently. But when on undocked mode, the frame rate is generally unlocked, running over 30 FPS for the most of the time. But overall, not that big of a deal, you can still enjoy the game. In this game, the number of weapons isn't fixed because of the game's procedural generation system, which can create millions of unique weapon variants. The system combines different parts, effects and manufacturers' characteristics to generate a vast variety of weapons. To give you an idea, base game, the procedural generation system, is capable of producing over 1 billion weapon variants, and DLC's additional content introduce new weapon types and unique weapons, further increasing the variety. While the exact number is virtually limitless due to the procedural generation, the game offers a massive arsenal, making every playthrough unique in terms of the weapons you might find. Overall, anybody who says this game doesn't have any content have never played the game or have a screw loose. Number 4. Persona 5 Royal. P5R is one of the best JRPGs to play for teenagers and adults. The game features a unique story, fun characters, strategic turn-based combat, an amazing original soundtrack, and romance, all wrapped in an impressively stylish presentation. It takes an average of 80 plus hours to see pretty much everything. Even though this is a console port, the graphics are not really that downgraded. Didn't really bother me at all. The combat is like Final Fantasy and Pokemon. Your allies have their own abilities, but you can get new personas, pretty much like Pokemons, with all kinds of different skills you can customize. To create really powerful personas, I mostly go around defending everybody in the game to make my persona stronger, because I fight all the bosses on ultra hard mode, which is really challenging and fun. In this story you will be fighting an evil school gym teacher, millionaires, and a murderer. Basically all the evil things in human beings. And I have read a lot of reviews from other people's experience, and everybody's saying that this game makes their lives better. And I have to agree. This game just makes you wanna play more and make you happy, which I rarely get from a video game. Even getting a girlfriend in this game is not pointless. I became my school teacher's boyfriend, and that gave me a lot of advantages in the game. And it's just funny you can even do that and not get punished for it. Anyway, as you can tell, there is a lot to do in this game, and the price has gone down. So I'm just asking you, why haven't you played the game yet? Go buy it! Number 5. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This game really is the ultimate Nintendo experience. Every detail has been carefully crafted to make it one of the best fighting games and overall video games ever made. Although the story mode may be a disappointment as it lacks replay value, the game makes up for it in many ways. It features a diverse roster with every character from the series, numerous levels, a wide selection of original and revamped music, and fighting mechanics that remain sharp to this day. In this game, up to 8 players can play simultaneously in multiplayer mode. This can be done using a combination of controllers, including Joy-Cons, Pro Controllers and GameCube controllers, either locally or via wireless or online play. It has 103 stages available without any DLC. All these stages are available from the start, and they include a wide variety of arenas from across different Nintendo franchises. And playing in undocked mode, handheld mode, the game runs at frame rate of 60 frames per second. This applies to both docked and undocked modes, maintaining a smooth gameplay experience. The only real issue with this game is the lackluster online, but overall, still it is a must-have for every Switch owner. Number 6. Diablo III Internal Collection. This game is an outstanding addition to the beloved Diablo game franchise, delivering an accelerated action RPG experience that captures the spirit of the series while introducing new content and features. The gameplay is incredibly engaging, offering fluid and dynamic combat that keeps players on their toes as they battle hundreds of thousands of enemies, with 7 unique character classes, including the Barbarian, Wizard and the Necromancer. This game has plenty of replay value, and with 20 difficulty levels, even a 12-year-old can beat this game. But don't let a child play this game, because it gets pretty violent. This game runs at 60 frames per second, even while undocked, which is really impressive for Nintendo Switch.
Wow!
The game fully supports local co-op, allowing 2 players to play together using the same console and screen, which I had a lot of fun with my brother. I mostly start a new game, pick a character, play on the hardest difficulty, get a lot of delicious loot, and do it all over again with a different character. Even if you don't enjoy action RPGs, I highly recommend you play this game. You can play it on pretty much any platform, so don't miss out. Number 7. Stardew Valley. This game is an absolute gem of a game that blends farming, adventure and heartwarming community interactions into a wonderfully relaxing experience. From the moment you step into an inherited farm, you are immersed in a beautifully crafted world filled with endless possibilities. The pixel art is charming and the soundtrack perfectly complements the peaceful ambience. The game allows you to progress at your own pace. Whether you are cultivating crops, raising animals, mining for resources or building relationships with the townsfolk. One of the most enjoyable aspects is the freedom it gives you to choose your path, whether that's focusing on farming, exploring the mines, or getting a wife. The attention to detail is incredible. Every season brings new crops, events and festivals, making each year feel fresh and exciting. The game's progression feels rewarding, and the blend of casual farming with deeper mechanics like crafting, fishing and combat keeps it engaging for hundreds of hours. Stardew Valley is more than just a farming sim. It's an escape to a tranquil world where you can unwind and build your own little slice of paradise. Highly recommended for anyone seeking a laid back yet relaxing gaming experience. Basically superior to any Harvest Moon game. And here are some honorable mentions. And now, number 8. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The game has 48 tracks. There are very few tracks in the game that I will consider bad to play, and the maps look very visually appealing as well. The game also has 42 playable characters who all have their unique stats. You can also customize your kart's body, wheels and glider, which further modify your stats. You can basically make any build you can imagine with the variety of characters and kart builds. So I do not feel that the quantity of maps and characters are at the cost of quality. It can be a great party game to play with friends, but 8 Deluxe in particular has an element of strategy and skill involved in it, which makes it feel different from the other Mario Kart games in a positive way. The inclusion of multiplayer modes, Grand Prix, time trials, battle mode and multiplayer options ensures there's something for everyone. Local multiplayer is a blast with friends, and the online mode runs smoothly, making it easy to challenge players from around the world. One negative is that when you are in first place, many of the other drivers get really overpowered weapons, and they all are targeting you. Not the biggest problem in the world, but I didn't have that problem in Mario Kart Wii. But overall, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe gives you tons of fun. And when you can play multiplayer on vacation with your friends or family, it's just something no other console is capable of. Hope I see you in online mode. That's all, folks. These games will give you plenty of hours of fun. I recommend you mostly walk around when you are on vacation, but instead of watching TV when you get back to the hotel, play a video game instead. It will train your brain and you will sleep better at night, I promise. But anyway, what is your favorite game to play when you are on vacation? Leave a comment below. In the next video, we will check out another country, so stay tuned. Stay happy and stay healthy, and I will see you next time right here on Omega's Movie.